Welcome to the channel, guys, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of a video on the Cobalt. And this is not really going to be part of the build series, even though I guess it could technically be considered so. But basically the windows on this, on the back, are tinted, and even the ones on the front are too. As you can see, that is really peeling there. Maybe not, but either way. So what I'm going to be doing today is removing all of the tint that's on these windows and basically show you how I go about doing that. And the tint that I use, like when I did my truck and everything, is such awesome tint. It's like an easy peel stuff, and it just peels off in one big sheet. So not sure how this stuff is gonna go. It's probably not gonna go that way, because just judging by the look and way that peeled over there, it's probably just gonna peel in little pieces and everything. But it's a brisk 35 degrees outside, so it's kind of cold. But either way, I want to get some of this done, and still it's probably going to be, I'm hoping to get the one of the bigger components for the car here very soon. It's probably going on like 3 weeks now that I've ordered it, so hopefully I can get that squared away, and hopefully I soon get that so I can get started fully on this build. But either way, so for right now, we'll get a couple supplies, and I have some parts in here that I gotta throw in a box and everything, just stuff that I took apart from like the center console and everything. So we'll get a couple things, get started, and show you guys how to remove tint. And just an update on the truck: with the last video I posted, the lights that I installed are actually working great. At night especially, it's pretty good to see, and I can actually see deer when they're even off to the side pretty far in the field. So that actually helps a lot. And like I've said in past videos, I'm not the kind of guy who drives around with them on when there's other traffic, so I do turn them off. But yeah, visibility, especially at night, is definitely really good, and I couldn't be happier with that, just for the simple fact I can see deer. And we all know if I would hit a deer with that truck, I would probably be very upset, very sad, and very mad. So yeah, so it really helps if you didn't run out of your solution that you used. But either way, we're gonna see once before I'm gonna have to obviously go get some, but I'm just gonna see what happens. And this is probably a horrible idea, trying to do this when it's super cold outside. So we're just gonna take this piece right here and just start to peel it back and see if it'll even start to peel, or if it's just baked on there that good, which it kind of feels like it is. So, and it really feels honestly like it's gonna peel off in little tiny pieces. So what I might have to do is just get a hair dryer and heat it up a little bit. But either way, I gotta go get some of the stuff and supplies to be able to do this. So I guess that's what I gotta do first. Probably a huge mistake on my part, but I drove down to the auto store to pick up the supplies that I needed to remove the tint. And what do you know, of course, they don't have what I need. And the rack was empty, so I guess I probably should have called, but any other time that I come down here, it's always on the shelf. So I don't know if it's a Black Friday thing, everybody wanted to get it, but either way. So I'm gonna try and figure something else out, I guess, until I can get something else for that to make it work. But for the time being, I don't have what I need, but we will make do. All right, so basically, since the auto store didn't have anything that I needed, I improvised, kind of, and just a utility knife blade for right now. I'll make this basically a 2-part series until I can get the other supplies, because really, with the tint that I use, like I used on my truck, obviously the stuff that's on these windows and everything isn't the same. So it's not as easy to get off as like the stuff that I use, because you can peel it off all in one big sheet, which is extremely nice. And then you go over it with like a tint remover type stuff and a kind of like a utility blade, only it's a lot different, but it's still kind of the same concept. So anyway, you can kind of see there I have it started, that flap right there. And basically what I'm just gonna do is take the knife, and I'm really not worried about any of it, and I'm just gonna start working the whole thing, and we'll do that for the entire window. And you want to be careful too that you don't like scratch the window by doing this. And we can try and take that and peel it off, which some of it will peel off, but a lot of it won't, because this stuff is an easy peel tint, so obviously kind of sucks a little bit to get it off. And you could probably get away with heating it too and get it off that way. But either way, so we'll do that for the whole thing here and get it all off, and then I'll go over it with the other stuff. So basically, you can see right there, there's just a little bit left and a lot of it is off, but there's still a lot of the adhesive and an under layer yet on there. I ended up spraying some of this label and sticker remover on it, which is kind of like adhesive remover. And as far as the back window, this I managed to get, as you can see, basically pulling off in one big sheet. So definitely a plus for that, because it's such a big window. These smaller ones aren't too bad. And the front ones up here, I will put in a different video, basically because I'm probably just gonna pull the whole window out to do that. And it's just gonna be a lot easier with the window out. So, and that one needs fixed anyway. So that'll be in a different video. But as far as this, I think I can get this all out in one big sheet, which is working pretty good so far. And there we have it. So that worked out extremely well. That pulled off in one huge sheet, and obviously we're gonna have adhesive and everything left behind on that stuff. So we'll have to go over that and clean all that up, which could be a huge pain, but either way, it's what we have to do. So get on that. And I sprayed some of the label remover on here, and I'm just kind of letting it sit, letting it dissolve some of that stuff. And then I'll get started on the other window, get them all cleaned up, and hopefully get it all removed. So I took a little bit of a different approach with the other window and was able to get that off all in one sheet, and minus a little piece right there. But basically all that's left on this one is the adhesive and everything. So yeah, we'll get that off and get that one taken care of and get that one cleaned a little bit more, since it kind of is really bad since I did it a little differently. But either way, you can get it off both ways. It's just better if you can completely peel it off in one sheet. So we'll get these windows cleaned up, and basically this one's pretty well clean. like I said, the adhesive is all over it yet, but we'll get that off, get it cleaned up, and which I'll put that in another video. This will be like a part 1 video to this, basically just because I didn't get the other supplies to what I normally do. So this will basically just be a step 1, part 1 video on how to remove tint. I probably should have mentioned, wow, fumes for that are really bad. Anyway, I probably should have mentioned before I pulled the tint off, the best way to peel it off in one big sheet is to just try and get one corner started. And it helped me on the back window here, because there was a little bit of a piece here that didn't actually adhere, so it was sticking up. So I was actually able to grip that and start pulling it down. And you want to kind of pull towards yourself, 45-degree angle, and you don't want to pull too fast, because obviously then you're going to end up tearing it. So that's the best way to try and do it, to pull it off in one big piece. And it there again, it won't always work, it won't always pull off in one big piece, but 9 chances out of 10 it usually will. And the stuff that I use that will be put back on these windows, if I ever want to pull it off, it's so much easier to get off than like this stuff is. And it doesn't leave as much residue behind. It's really nice stuff, so that's why I use it. And like I said, the tint on those windows will be in another video, but that window, something happened down below and it like tore the tint all up and everything, and you could see a lot of lines in the tint. So that's why this is all getting changed and everything, and I'm going to change the percentages and everything. So that's why that's getting changed, and we'll get that stuff out of here. But really glad the back window came out in one big sheet. So basically all the tint is off, and now all that's left is just the adhesive, which will be in a part 2 video once I get the other supplies. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more videos on the car and on the truck. Like I said, it's been almost 3 weeks since I ordered one of the larger components for the car, so I'm really hoping to get that soon, and I'm really pumped to start working on the build for this. I really want to get it done, want to get it on the road, because I haven't driven it in probably a month now. So either way, that's going to be really awesome when I can get this done and get it started and underway. But I've been doing a little bit to it as of now, just little things here and there. So definitely stay tuned for that. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video.